Alright, let's see. Do I still have any of the things? Good. I still have my silver bullet. Everything else has disappeared. So we'll find this out. Let's see. Wander, don't forget the food. Food? Oh! Okay. I'm confused as to what food I'm supposed to remember. Because I actually don't remember what food I'm supposed to remember. Anyway. Ooh, now we get the Colt. That's less exciting than I thought it was going to be. We get the Daimyo Oak Bow. I'm just gonna roll this character, I think. Let's go to the trainer character. I'm not ready for this. Let's see, we're on Swiftness 10. That's fine. Oh yeah, we do have a double jump. Wow. I can go pretty far, actually. Okay, let's see. So let's get rid of this. I want the advanced pistol, I think. Oh, boy. Alright, this could be really, really goofy. I am looking forward to this run. Let's see, is there anything else I want to bother with? Let's see. Oh, the food, the snacks that I'm going to want in an hour. Usually I want to snack around like midnight Eastern. Before that, I'm not too snacky actually. It's somewhere around 11 that I get like really hungry every night. I hate the Colt. It's a bad gun, but it's also a really fun gun. Wonder why not play as the gunslinger? Because the Because the gunslinger is, I'm not going to say bad, but the gunslinger only can use revolvers. This is not a revolver. This is a Colt. Slightly different. Bloodstone ring. Ah, I'm too poor, dang it. There are very distinct reasons why you wanna go gunslinger, and I don't like any of them. So I'm not gonna bother with any of them. Anyway, so before I started this episode, I was asked if I'd be playing the Sword Art Online game. I have no idea if I'm going to or not. But that actually is a segue into a topic. It's actually been kind of plaguing me for more or less the past 24 hours. And yesterday, I hadn't really thought about it. I just knew that this thing had happened, and then the rest of it has just been kind of sitting in the back of my mind until today, where I'm like, oh shoot, I'm actually confronted with the concept of responding to this and dealing with it. But I got invited to go to the American office for oh hey, there's the Bloodstone ring. I wonder what happens if you get 2 of them. We'll see. But I got invited to the American offices of Namco Bandai, the publishers of a whole bunch of different games. Okay. And so, I was kind of interested in that, and I'm not sure how much of this is a thing. They haven't, told me to not talk about it, so I think I'm okay. I don't know what the visit entails, which is good. But I've never done this sort of thing before. The most I've ever done is kind of met informally with developers at, so the idea of actually going to, a physical home office for an entire publisher is terrifying for me, and so I've been stressing about it the whole day, being how is this going to work? And it's driving me a little bit nutty. Let's see, should I get the Bimbabap while I'm here? I should probably get the Bimbabap, just because the burn's gonna kill me otherwise. Yeah, Tri-Shot Bazooka, I'm probably not going to use it, but yeah, so I've been stressing about that the whole day, and I'm not used to ever having to deal with, professional anything, or another. I give up with the rocket, the mortar. It's just not worth it. It doesn't have the... It doesn't have the oomph to justify its existence. Bimbap. Maybe? I don't know. Bim. It's just a lot of B's. Confuses me. But, like, I almost never actually, like, operate in any kind of professional sense. Oops, well, missed the rest of that money. And so the idea of actually, like, flying out to San Francisco, I think, again, to go to somebody's, like, home office, to speak with a bunch of Japanese developers, sorry, to speak with a bunch of Japanese developers about their upcoming games and stuff is just, like, actually really, really weird and uncomfortable for me. I think I was talking about this yesterday, while we were playing Dungreed, actually, about, like, anxiety and whatnot, but, you know, I'm not agoraphobic, I'm not afraid of people or things, really, but the problem is, I almost never leave my house, and I almost never do anything that, like, varies, so you get, like, kind of set into a pattern. And so suddenly being confronted with the idea of having to do other things for once is actually really weird. You'll be fine as long as you don't call them developers. See, that's why I'm terrified. Because I could do that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna unequip the silver ring. I'm gonna grab the bloodstone ring. Let's see if I can have two. Ah, two of the same accessories could not be equipped. We've learned. I had to test that, because I've never tried getting two at once, which means I can't have two of the crit hammers on, which makes me really sad. Imagine if I could have multiple of those crit hammers rolling at the same time, or the reload boosters. Oh boy. Wonder what would happen if you had, like, a negative reload speed. No, I guess it's... Since there's no flat amount... Oh, almost dead. Trying to find an opening in this is actually a little bit harder than I thought it would be. I really need a long-ranged move for this. I'm gonna go for the money after. It doesn't help that the Colt is garbage. I was really hoping we'd gotten the advanced pistol, because it has the same model as the Colt. I was wrong. Oh, I killed myself. No. Okay, It's actually really tempting to keep Scatter Bullet with me instead. I've been using the Silver Bullet. The Silver Bullet is interesting, but I kind of want to try... Yeah, let's try Scatter Bullet this time around. And let's see if I can get something a little bit better. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the first run of the night. Usually I practice. Or, no, I'm out of practice. That's the dealio. Hello. Green Bat. Green Bat's pretty good. Let's see. I have, like, no money. So none of this is going to be that helpful. And he gives me the Colt again. Son of a... It's like the least useful thing. I don't think I have anything else I can work with here. Yeah, our tribute is garbage too. Hey, how do we get to the later acts in this game? I have no idea. Hey, thanks for the sub, Ravicant? Ravicant. I read it as Ravnicant, and I was like, huh, isn't that like... No, I was thinking that was the, it was like a reference to the Magic the Gathering expansion, Ravnica, for a second. I was just like, huh, that's cool. I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering when I was in high school. I've mentioned this, I think, on this series, but my parents never really let me, Yes! Okay, so the Tri-Shot applies to any projectiles, I think, or anything that works based off of ammo, which is quite helpful, because it means I might, hopefully, will be able to, do Tri-Shot on the Princess Wand if I'm lucky. Yeah, oh, that DPS is just so much better. I wonder what the damage down is. Like how much of a damage down it is. It looks like it halves the damage for a Tri-Shot, which actually seems very reasonable for me. We could get the monocle. We could get the revolver. Might not be a bad idea to get the revolver. Damage would be kind of iffy too, though. No, let's save it for the food buff first. Honestly, the magic wand's just gonna do about the same amount of damage. Is this like Enter the Gungeon, but 2D? Sort of yes, sort of no. It's got its own, like, personality and flavor. At first I was comparing it a lot to Rogue Legacy, but to some degree, like a side-scroller platformer version of Gungeon might be a little bit closer. It's got a lot more, like, bullet hell. Well, I guess actually Rogue Legacy had a fair amount of bullet hell to it. I don't know, whatever. Let's see, can you get 4 green bats? No, you can't. You can only have one accessory of a kind at a time. I'd love it if I could actually, like, turn features like that off. Like, how boss would it be if once you beat the game you actually get the ability to change the rules? We get the dangerous shotgun. I will gladly go with the dangerous shotgun. Now here's the question, is that super spread shot? I think it might be super spread shot. We gotta get that reload speed, though. Proto, you will be happy with this run. Probably, hopefully. Okay. Hopefully we get the reload booster. To make this work. Whoops. Not doing that. Because if I could get the reload booster on top of all of this, I'd be a very happy camper. There you are. .4. 5.4. Bimbap. Bibimbap. Yeah, it is Bibimbap. Bimbabap. Bibimbap. Anyway, try shotgun. It's like a grenade launcher, close range. It's just, I've got more of like a wave launcher than anything else at this point. It's actually pretty good. I'll probably keep with this for a while. What's the base damage on this? I can't check. It also has poison attached to it, too. Which makes it pretty effective. It's no Princess Wand, and if we get the Princess Wand, I'm going to be the happiest camper. Because if we get Princess Wand, imagine, Princess Wand with all this nonsense. I wonder if the Princess Wand's, like, special attack would be affected. That's an interest. I have a lot of interesting questions that I'd love to have answered, but I don't know if they will be. Well, that's fine. Okay, so let's get the bip. I probably should have checked max health, but this will be fine. Okay, I assume I don't have any more money for cool accessories. Nope. I am poor as dirt. I could sell some stuff, but it's better that I just hold on to it for now. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they explode after a certain distance, so I'm kind of trying to just shell them from afar. This is great. The tri-shot reduces the max damage. It does, but it reduces the max damage of the weapon in favor of 3 times the normal hits. And hold on. That never happens. We might have another interruption in a little bit. So I just got a call from my mother, who knows that I work during this hour. And they're about to go on a trip to New Zealand, so... I'm like... Usually I wouldn't answer, like, a phone for anything, but, like, if my parents are calling, either my mother just butt-dialed me, which is entirely possible, or they needed something for her trip. It's kind of one of those where I look over at my phone and I'm like, oh yeah, it's just another one of those stupid spam calls. It's like, nope, that's actually somebody that I might want to give a shit about the phone call for. It's not... I almost never get, like, legit phone calls from anybody. Usually it's either, like, people asking for my voting information, or it's just, like, those weird robocalls that are just, like, totally devoid of content. They're just, like, you know, just blank and empty. And so it's, like, super unusual for me to get any other kind of phone call from anybody. I think that's actually, like, one of the very few times I've ever had a stream interrupted by a phone call. Like, I joke often that I'm an internet hermit, but I really am, to some degree. I try very hard to, not to have, like, any kind of interruptions. Or otherwise, because, you know, They're an inconvenience. Advanced pistol. Okay, I was wondering if that would show up. I don't know if this is going to be better. The shotgun is pretty good. But yeah, so the you know, odd point of being interrupted during a stream is just confusing for me. Or a YouTube video or whatever, like, I almost never have interruptions. So when I do, it's just like, what is going on? Is it an emergency? Do I have to worry about things? Ah, I see. Apparently it was not important. But it was confusing. Anyway, let's go from here. Shouldn't I change my name to Hermitbot? Har har. I don't think Hermitbot sounds nearly as cool as Wanderbot, to be totally honest with you. Though it actually, you know, if I were to rethink my name, my YouTube name, it would not be that far down on the list as far as like things that I could talk about. It would definitely be easy branding. Though maybe not as classy looking. I'd probably just look like some kind of weird wizened robot. I guess, I mean, there's spots for that. Yeah, I mean, Wanderbot works better. It's also one of those where it's like, you know, everybody calls me Wander as opposed to Wanderbot, usually. There have been a couple of people that call me, you know, Wanderbot fully. One person tried calling me Bot once, and I was very, very confused by that. I was just like, this, I mean, I'm not against it, it just feels weird. Okay. But, whatever. Okay, so let's see how fast we wreck this guy. I do have 2 guns, I can always switch to the other one if I need to. Yeah, for the name Wanderbot, I don't actually go wandering around that much anymore. I used to go walking a lot in high school. Because there used to be some, like, really swank trails near my house. Wow, this is effective. But, you know, now that I kind of live in the suburbs of a city with less walking trails in, like, walking distance without me having to, like... Ooh, Dwarven armor. Helpful. Oh, it's... Probably just lose the green bat. It's probably better. Okay. But yeah, now that I live in, like, you know, kind of tightly packed suburbia, the act of going out, like, on a hike is a little bit tougher. And, like, honestly, I do kind of miss being able to just go out and, like, walk. I used to be able to walk along, I don't know how many of you guys live in the Boston area, but they've got some really sweet rail trails that you can, like, if you wanted to, you could just walk straight into Boston and almost never even have to see, like, a crosswalk. It's really nice. And so I used to be able to walk from, like, my hometown, to, you know, Lexington, effectively. And it took, like, 2 hours to get there, sometimes, if I was going slow. And it was, like, a super long walk, but it was really pleasant, especially, like, during the summer, on, like, one of the nice days. Oh, it was nice. I miss that. Unfortunately, you move out to the Midwest, and, things get a little bit more tightly packed, and a little bit less, well, nature trailsy. There's a couple of actually, like, legit nature trails, though, like, you know, not just sandwiched between, like, some industrial park and a high school. There's, like, actually, you know, you can go out and just, there's nothing around except for maybe a farm, which is cool. Okay, what do we have? Another dangerous shotgun, another monocle. Except for at this point, I've actually got some pretty good stuff, so it doesn't matter that much. Okay, movement speed, 3.1 reload speed. That's not very good. I want to keep pushing it, though, so I could just keep firing this infinitely. I'm really glad that my projectiles do not get blocked by platforms in this game. I don't know if you guys have noticed with other games, but sometimes they'll have it that that, like, when you shoot, your projectiles will hit, like, temp platforms and stuff. I always hated that. It's rare, but some games do it, and it's just like, why would you do this? I gotta keep working on that reload speed. If I can get it so I can just fire without stopping, we'd probably be unstoppable? I don't know, it kind of varies, based on... It kind of varies based on, like, our luck. Food buff-wise, because I think the last two floors have been kind of... have been kind of butts as far as do we get the Bloodstone Ring? Okay, let's lose the Mirror of Mummy for the Bloodstone Ring. Maybe? No, you know what? Let's use them interchangeably. Right now I don't need the Bloodstone Ring just because... I haven't taken damage in a while. I should probably get some max... health at some point. I am very vulnerable. There's also a fair bit of health just lying around on this floor. I have never done this floor in reverse. It's a weird feeling and I don't like it. I mean, it's actually easier if you do it in reverse, but it throws me off because I hit the, you hit the Minotaur first and you're like, oh, he's coming for me now. I do like this though. I wish that there were, kind of accessories, like even, well, I don't know. I guess that's kind of what the food buffs are, but I think it would be cool if you could occasionally find something that's just a permanent perk. Maybe even a permanent perk that actually just sticks with you for the rest of the game forever. Like, just very rarely there's like one item upgrade that you can get that just gives you a +1 like ammo count. That could get really powerful though, but it'd be nice. I want to play Monster Slayers. Maybe not tonight. Food shop. Max health, but I can't afford it anyway. I don't know when I'm going to play Monster Slayers, because people keep, you know, suggesting that I do so. My problem is, every time I sit down to, like, cover a new game, I find something else that's newer. So, like, I really wanted to cover The Fall, which is a really, really cool-looking, like, kind of, it's like a story-based side-scroller platformer or something. I don't entirely remember. But it was really cool looking. Unfortunately, I had to play the first one first before you can even play the second one. And every time that I like sat down to like maybe play it for the night, another new game would also come out, and it's like, but I could play that instead. It's the death of my ability to, you know, keep up with series. Too many games, too many cool games. So today, for example, it's, well, I could, ow, these spikes can and will kill me. Okay, we gotta, let's take this off, let's put the Bloodstone Ring back on. Let's see, I don't have any health lying around, do I? Of course, my maximum is just going to keep going lower. Okay, I've already been through this floor. Oh, good. Croc. Hey, Croc. What's it doing? Nothing. Okay, good. Nothing dangerous. Just gotta keep waiting. We get a halberd. I actually rather like the halberd in this game. It's pretty good. I've never really, like, used it. Okay. I'm glad that that guy doesn't just keep running, based on, like, poison damage tick rates. That'd be a problem. Let's see. Okay. Cancel items with this class. I could. It just doesn't change much. Every time you beat the game, you get a 1% buff to each, to a chosen stat. Yeah, that'd actually be really cool. I'd love to play a game like that, where, like, if you just play long enough, you become this, like, horror monster. Okay, 11 max health. I've got to go for the max health. I'd like the reload speed. Yeah, especially with the 5.5, but we need some health here. At least we've got the Bloodstone Ring to kind of keep me up. Let's see. But yeah, I'd love it if more games did that. Like, for roguelikes, after a while you do start beating the game two-handedly. Well, no. It's not that you start beating the game two-handedly, but, like, once you've unlocked everything, there's kind of nothing left to do. And I mean, it's absolutely fun to keep going regardless. But it'd be lovely if there were some more roguelikes that you just unlocked minuscule, but potentially stacking stat buffs for like a substantial, for like the rest of the game or something like that. There's a bat down there somewhere. There it goes. It is dead. So I'm at 22 out of 37. That's not so bad. Means I'll still die in one shot. I could just go sell half my inventory worth of items, though. I was just hoping for, like, one health pickup. I actually kind of floored the... I almost didn't notice that dog. Which is real scary. Okay, 27. There we go. I think I'm going to be at 27 out of 37. I'm hoping I can get the reload speed before we go to the fight. Raise the cap when you beat the game. Yeah, I mean, if there was no level cap in this game, I think that would actually be perfectly fine. It just, like, slows down. Or, you know, maybe you just level up once every time you beat the game or something like that. That'd be perfectly fine. I don't know. I just, like, I would play this game for even longer if I knew that I could, like, get... I'm only going to be able to get 30. I don't want elemental. We don't care about crit rate. I could get, like, healing, or I could get a 6% crit chance. Or I could just save it. Yeah... Shoot. I just wasn't quite banking on being this dead. Let's go back to him. What's my damage at? It's pretty good. I'm gonna sell a couple of things. I want to hold on to that. Supposedly it's going to increase my max HP. It better. Okay, there it is. It's 36 out of 49. Still down 13, but my defense is slightly less crippling. I'm just gonna go with that. And we'll go from there. Why is my health so low? It's this character. Though, usually I rely on food buffs to get me some more health. Yep, no luck. Usually I rely on food buffs to get my maximum HP up a little bit more. Unfortunately, today it's just been, Damn it, I took way too many hits there. I keep dropping down into her shots and I can't dodge it. Reload faster. There we go. 4 HP. That was awkward. We got it. And we get the Hammer of Tengus. Yes. Okay, actually, let's put this on. Let's put on the Hammer of Tengus. Alright, so that puts my crit rate at a solid 34%. Okay, yeah, she is probably going to be the hardest boss. Tunok is kind of... I'm not going to say hit and miss for me, but Tunok is either really bad or not so bad, and it kind of varies. Okay, I'm just gonna take that off. The Dwarven armor is not cutting the damage. I need the healing. So the thing is, like, Tunok isn't so bad. It's just that he summons a lot of dudes to fight for him, which makes him comparatively kind of dangerous. I actually don't know what those shamans do. I think they just buff. But if you've got the right AoE, Tunok isn't so bad. I don't know. The main problem I have with Tunok is his shockwaves are really hard to dodge. Because they go almost all the way up to the top of the screen, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, they have no business being that tall. They don't look that tall, but apparently they are. Okay, so do we get 21 max health? Is damn good. Movement speed, reload speed. I'm gonna go the max health first. 21 max health is absurd and very necessary for this character. Reload speed's gonna have to wait a little bit for survivability. There's no point in doing a run if I'm not gonna live through it. The spear thrower guys are stupidly accurate. Yeah, so the thing is, the spear throwers run counter to every other ranged unit in the game. And it took me quite a number of runs to realize this, but they will throw it at your current position from the from whatever the moment they decide to throw. So you have to be moving while they're throwing, otherwise you more or less can't dodge it, which is annoying. Whereas, like, the archers, for example, if you watch them, they will, like, lock onto a specific position, like, that you're currently at. And their shot will fly... Yeah, let's pick that up. Their shot will fly towards where you were, so as long as you aren't where you were a couple seconds before, you don't take the hit. And the other point for the spear throwers is the archers have a limited range. Oh, there's another heal right there. Should probably actually kill the bat now that I'm thinking about it. Skeleton archers, most enemies have limited ranges. Not so with the spear chuckers. The spear chuckers, I think, have level-wide range. Anyway, how do you unlock new characters? You have to get to the lava area. There's a tailor there that is recruitable. Yeah, I don't have enough space. And once you've unlocked the tailor, each character is just unlockable based on achievements. For example, eating 15 food in a single run gets you the glutton. I have no idea what is required to get this character. I more or less unlocked every single character before I even knew that there were other characters in this game. So it kind of threw off my ability to find out what's required for them. Let's see, how far is the Lava Place? Lava Place is immediately after Tunok, so not too far. You just have to beat Tunok. If you're trying to beat Tunok, my general recommendation is go heavy defense, and then get something with an AoE to it, like the Shuriken, for example. Or I've heard Matchlock plus reload speed becomes ridiculous, if you can get there. Come on, I hate those bats. They always seem to fire just as I'm jumping up towards them. Okay, so what do we got? 24 max health, 6% reload speed. I mean, the max... I feel like I have to go max health, otherwise I'm not going to survive. Also, 24 max health is really good. Yeah, so there's a spear chucker down there. But there's also a me right here. I'm really hoping for the magical fairy wand before this run is done. If we can get that, we are set. Because tri-shot homing stars would be real good. So you don't think you've unlocked the shuriken? Okay, it's... I don't remember what's required for the shuriken. It's not too hard. But I don't remember off the top of my head what's required for that one. Okay, let's keep reloading. Yeah, reload speed's kind of a problem. But I do really enjoy just being the skyward bombardier with this thing. I kind of wish that there was explosive damage that I could fire. Like, these do poison, and what I really want to be able to do is like a little blast orbs. I want my tonk ore back. Oh, hey, there's the matchlock gun. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got the reload speed for the matchlock gun yet. No, I've got to get my reload speed even higher before we get the... I don't know what these guys can do to me. I gotta get the reload speed before we get there. The AK-77, though. Well, let's find out how good the AK-77 is. Huh. Alright. Well, that's gonna make this easier. Shotgun's pretty damn good, but AK might be better. I almost walked into the poison. Okay, I assume I can fit no food buffs here. Yeah, we're only at 25. Someday, when I'm fed up with this game, we're cheating it so I can fit infinite food in me. Just to see what kind of ridiculous shenanigans I can get up to. Maybe I'll play Glutton with a lightsaber for that run. Just have Glutton be the signal for me cheating. See, what do I have triple shot anyway? There's an accessory, Scatter Bullet, which gives it to you. Hello! I'm dead. Balls. Okay, triple shot's pretty good. Hammer of Tengus. I could just go the matchlock gun. Let's just go matchlock gun. I keep saying that I was going to use the matchlock gun. We'll use it.